Today we have this 1974 Smith-Corona Galaxie 12 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Margins are located right here and right here, and you just push down and move it like that on each side. And I like it at the beginning and the end of the page like that. Has this paper tray that flips up from the back. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. And if this line space gets you back to the beginning, it skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch back 1. Skips 2, 1 more. Skips 3, that works good. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. To switch from black to red, you just flip this switch all the way down. Very nice typing machine. This is a very popular model. Very easy to use, smooth, and the print always looks good with these. Daily typing machine will last forever if you take care of it. Versus if you buy a brand new machine made out of cheap parts and it breaks. And a lot of the time it comes broken. So you got to go with these vintage machines if you want something reliable. To pull the paper out easy, you just flip this switch towards you, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the paper out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock or multiple pages. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip that down. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, you just hit the shift button again. Got a backspace here on the left side. That works good. This key right here has got a down arrow with 2 lines. What that does is if your keys get stuck, it'll push them down. It forces the keys to come down. It's a very unique function only on this the Smith-Corona models of this time frame. We're going to switch that back up to black so when we start typing again it prints black. This is your touch control, low, medium, and high. And the higher you go down, the more tension on the keys, and the higher you go on the L for low, the least tension, so you don't have to hit the keys as hard. So this another cool function it has is a power space. You hit that button and the power spaces to the end. And this is your tab function. It's like a top space bar. Right now we have one set in the middle, and to clear that you just hit that clear button and then it'll just go all the way to the end, and we'll set one back in the middle again, and that's where it'll stop. I like to set one in the middle on all typewriters that I can. That way if somebody accidentally hits that tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. There's a locking mechanism, so when you put it in its case, if you do that, it'll lock itself, so that way your escapement doesn't get broken by banging around inside of the case. And that fits snug on the case right here like that, so if you hit it, it won't unlock. But if you want to unlock it, I guess you couldn't see that. That's the lock right there. So you hold that up where my thumb is, it'll lock right in the middle, and if it's snug on this side. But if you want to unlock it, you just push it like that. And it's got a carriage release on each side. That's this little lever. It's got one on this side. That works good. And this little lever here, if you push it down, it disables the spacing. And if you push it up, each one of those is a click. There's a space. Open the hood, you got your spools and your ribbon. To change the side it's pulling to, there's a lever right here on the left side behind that spool. And that'll change the direction of your ribbon. Also a cool function of this one, some of the other models have it, but these 2 keys have black tops on them and you can pop them off. It's like that. So it's basically a custom key. And if you look at the actual key, this, get a close up here. This key tip is removable, and you can put a new one on there, a custom one, whatever custom keys you want to put on there if they're available. I don't know where you get them these days, but that's what that's for. And there's one on each side. You can do either this side or that side and make a custom key. And that's about it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.